Good afternoon, Oak Grove. Happy Thursday. Welcome to this week's installment of our Midweek Update series here on the church's YouTube channel, where I just populate into your devices in the middle of the week to say hello and keep the church on our mind for the rest of the week that we're not in worship on Sunday morning, because that's so important for us to do, to remember that our faith family follows us everywhere we go and isn't just a part of our life on Sunday morning. So thank you for taking a few minutes of your day to join me. I am drenched in sweat right now because all I did was go outside and spend a few minutes watering my garden and getting the mail, and I also carried this week's shipment of office paper down to the office. And in that less than 10 minutes of activity, I got drenched. It is a warm day out there. But I promise that I'm going to try to make this week's video quicker, and I know I say that all the time and then it ends up not being quick, but this time I just have something I want to briefly show you. Julie and I acquired a new pet here at the parsonage over the last week, and it was a pet that we acquired quite involuntarily, I can assure you. I'm coming to you from my kitchen, so I'm going to come on outside. I want to show you right up here by this light back here, the parsonage porch light. You might see that it has a little addition on the top of it that is not supposed to be there. So we had a robin. I'm going to go back inside because it's too warm to do this outside. We had a robin come here a few weeks ago and made her nest up there, and I thought about taking the nest down right away as soon as she put it up, but then I thought to myself, no, I don't know what she might possibly be doing there. And sure enough, eventually we had baby robins there in the nest. So she laid her eggs, and we had a robin's nest on top of our porch light in the back, the porch light in the back of the parsonage. And if it were a different time of year, of course, that would be a really bad thing, because we use that porch light to illuminate the backyard, you know, whenever there are meetings here in the middle of the week and whatnot. But in the summertime, of course, when it's light until late into the day, it's more acceptable to do that. So we acquired a pet robin over the last week, and over the last couple of weeks, and her babies have been learning how to fly over the last week or so, and I think they're all gone. I think everybody is gone from the nest now. It looks like the nest is empty as far as I can tell. And then the funny thing is, you know, we have to go in and out in the back all the time for various different reasons. And whenever I go out to take the trash out or walk out to the Subaru in the backyard or whatever else it is that I'm going back out there to do, Mama Robin would squawk particularly annoyed, and then she'd fly away. And I don't mean to startle her. I feel bad startling her, but I kind of can't help but startle her. And so why am I showing you that? I'm only showing it to you, first of all, because I just thought it was cool. And because I think it's a little case study for us in the way that life finds a way to persevere, right? And again, as I've said in previous videos before, so many of you folks who grew up in the country and grew up around animals your whole life, these things are not new to you. I'm sure you've had birds' nests in your property before. But it is something that's a little more unusual for me as a suburb dweller coming up here. And I just thought it was kind of cool that life found a way to persevere. Was the top of my porch light ideally the best place where Mama Robin should have built her nest? No, probably not. But I guess if I think about it from the perspective of a robin, not knowing that, you know, people could turn that light on and that it could possibly burn you, it's a high, safe place that's away from the predators, because, you know, she had to put her nest somewhere where, you know, her babies would be safe from the critters that are in this field at night. And, you know, I'll tell you what, that Mama Robin, she sure worked really hard. I watched her for days for the last couple weeks, spending hours, like, I don't know when she ever slept, wandering around in the backyard there looking for food for her babies. And it's just a testament to how God's life perseveres, especially in a world where there's so much death and so much destruction, and there's so much relentless bad news every time we turn the news on. There's so many things to feel down about. There's so much to feel depressed over that, you know, it's important to note that when life wants to find a way, life finds a way. And so I'm just sharing with you the simple joy of the fact that this suburb dweller who hasn't grown up with animals in the countryside thought it was really, really cool to have a pet robin for a couple weeks. I think she is gone now. I think Mama Robin has left us because she did her work. Her work is complete. But it was really cool to have a pet robin for a couple of weeks. And she was a testament to the joy of life, to abundant life, to the abundant life that is all around us if we just look for it. And so that's just what I wanted to share with you, Oak Grove. I thought that was beautiful. I thought it was neat. And hats off to Mama Robin. She was a hard worker, and she was never deterred from sitting with her kids, even when I scared the crap out of her a couple times by going out onto the porch to take the trash out or whatever I had to do, and she would squawk and fly away. So God's life finds a way to persevere, and there is life and joy and abundance all around us if we take time to look for it. It is so easy to get caught up in cycles of negativity where I can look at the news and say that everything is only bad news all the time. And then you see the beauty of a robin taking care of her babies right on the back porch. And you say to yourself, what a privilege that this tiny creature decided the safest place in the world to raise her babies was in your home. So that's just what I wanted to share with you this week, Oak Grove. Next week is VBS. We're looking forward to it. It is not too late to register your kiddos. It is not too late to register as a volunteer if you would like to help us out. You do not have to attend for the entire week. You can attend for only one day if that's all you're able to do. So do please join us next week for VBS. We'd love to see you at some point during the week, whether you're as a parent or as a volunteer. That's all I got for you, Oak Grove. I badly need a shower right now. I'm going to go take care of that, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care and God bless.